Hi guys, I'm Orcafanac 2019, and today I'm going to talk about vertebrates. Before we get started, vertebrates are animals that have backbones or spines. Invertebrates are animals that do not. So all vertebrates belong to the phylum Chordata or Chordata, and there are 5 categories of vertebrates within that phylum: fish, reptiles, amphibians, birds, and mammals. Let's first talk about mammals. Mammals are warm-blooded. Warm-blooded or endothermic means that they're endothermic, meaning that they can change their body temperature so that it stays constant no matter where they are, like when polar bears have fur to keep them warm. And let's talk about some mammals. So, when farmers get milk from cows, like other mammals, like all mammals give birth to live young. The baby mammals are born alive, like meaning they don't hatch from an egg, and mammals feed their young with milk from their bodies, and mammals have hair or fur. Like people are mammals too because they have hair or fur. And also another thing about mammals, they breathe air. So when you see whales and dolphins coming the rise to surface to breathe, they have lungs. They breathe air just like humans. So there's a mammal called a meerkat that eats reptiles like lizards. Speaking of reptiles are vertebrate or cold-blooded animals. They're ectothermic. Ectotherm's body temperature changes to the outside temperature, so they have to watch where they go. So reptiles have thick, dry, waterproof skin, and reptiles regularly molt or shed their skin to grow. And people shed their skin too, but only a tiny bit at a time. Last time I had some dead skin on the bottom of my toe. This one, I had dead skin, but now it's making new skin. So another thing about reptiles is that lizards and snakes can smell with their tongues. The tongue is collecting airborne molecules and returning them to the Jacobson's organ inside its mouth. So all reptiles lay eggs like birds, but sea snakes and turtles have lungs. And that's not all we have in common with reptiles. We also have a vertebrate or backbone, like I said. And now let's go to the birds. Birds are endothermic, and they're not mammals. The difference with mammals is that they have feathers instead of hair or fur in place of like their hair. And unlike mammals, birds hatch from eggs. But here's something in common. Both mammals and birds are endothermic. They breathe air, and they have backbones. Yeah, so some birds eat fish. Speaking of fish are vertebrate animals that live underwater, and fish make up the largest group of vertebrates on Earth. Fish are broken up into 3 groups: bony fish, cartilaginous fish, and jawless fish. Bony fish have skeletons made of bone, and cartilaginous fish, like sharks and stingrays, have skeletons made out of cartilage. Cartilage is a rigid, soft tissue that's half of dense as bone. Jawless fish have no jaws. Like the lamprey, they're some of the oldest fish we know of. Fish make up the largest group of vertebrates. And amphibians are frogs, newts, salamanders, and caecilians. Amphibians go through metamorphosis, which means that they have dramatic changes as they become adults. So here's the metamorphosis. A frog starts out as an egg in the water. The egg hatches and becomes a tadpole. The tadpole eats the egg that it hatches from. The tadpole grows, and when they mature, they grow legs, and their color and body shape changes. And they have gills to breathe underwater. And when they become adults, they have a pair of lungs to breathe outside of the water. And last thing about vertebrates or amphibians, amphibians are broken up into 3 groups. Neurons or frogs and toads have short bodies, strong legs, and no tails. Eurydices or salamanders and newts, they have long bodies, flattened tails, and short legs. And Caecilians belong to the group Apoda. They have no limbs and they're related to snakes, but they're still amphibians, but they're blind. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this topic of vertebrates, and that's a lot. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you soon. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!